What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Vince Warburton and this is VW Fitness. I do fitness tech and supplement reviews along with some lifestyle and some vlog videos every single week. We are talking about the Nutrex Outlift Amped Pre-Workout. Let's get to this supplement review. Now, I've never taken this product. Picked this product up at GNC, bought it with my own money. And the guy basically at the GNC kind of recommended it. I kind of asked what a lot of people are taking. As you can see or may or not see, it is still sealed. I'm pretty excited to take this today. As you guys may or may not know, we like to break down the supplement review into 3 different parts. We talk about the price, we talk about the label, transparency, pretty much effectiveness, and number 3, we talk about taste. Taste is obviously my least important when it comes to pre-workouts because I'm more concerned with the price affordability side of things, and then that value coincides with the effectiveness. So if it's a really effective pre-workout but it costs a little bit more, I'm willing to kind of spend that money. But you know, on the flip side of that, if it's really cheap and it's not effective, then at the same time, like, it's just not worth it. You know, we like to break it down into 3 things, so let's get right into it. In terms of price, this comes in at $39.97 off Amazon.com. They do right now have a 5% off clip-on coupon that you can use with that. That's not affiliated with me, but yeah, save yourself 5%. Now, this is only a 20 serving tub, which is kind of unfortunate because I think a lot of companies think that most people only take a pre-workout 5 days a week and 4 weeks, and so it is technically a monthly supply. But for those of us that are lifting 6, even 7 days a week, obviously we need a full 30 days. And I think the value mentally is that we should be getting 30 servings. So with this, I wish there was a little bit more in it. In terms of the rating for price, I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 5. Now, I don't think that's a terrible number, okay? A lot of people might be like, that's not very great. Honestly, it's just a completely honest, unbiased opinion here because it's $39.97, I'm only getting 20 servings. For me, I would like to see $39.97 and I get 30 servings. So it's not a terrible rating. Obviously, if the effectiveness and the ingredients, like I said before, are through the roof, then obviously it'll be worth it to spend that $39.97. All right, so next up, let's go through this label, guys. 21.8 gram scoop. We have 20 servings, like I said. We're gonna start off with 8 grams of citrulline malate, 2-to-1. Now, as I've been doing these reviews and as I've been learning and trying to do as much research as I can to learn more, there's kind of different opinions on citrulline malate and citrulline. The biggest thing to remember, guys, is that if it is citrulline malate, it is a 2-to-1 ratio. So that you're not getting 8 full grams of citrulline. There's a lot of studies, a lot of people that will argue that you need the malic acid to, you know, make the citrulline work. And there's a lot of people that say you don't, and it's all just kind of a filler kind of thing in terms of, you know, you see 8 grams and you think you're getting 8 grams of citrulline. So for now, I'm just gonna kind of leave that on the table. I know in my past reviews, I've kind of said negative things about citrulline malate. It's all about the effectiveness and the pump for me when it comes to citrulline. And everyone's gonna react differently. I said this in my last video. Some people don't even react very well to citrulline. They don't get a good pump, good vasodilation. So I think that's all gonna be subjective for now. And let's just move right along. We have 3.2 grams of the beta alanine. That's a great dose. I'm probably definitely gonna be feeling the tingles within 15-20 minutes after I take this. Excited for that. We have 2.5 grams of the betaine anhydrous. Again, effective dose, like that. That's actually on the higher end. 2 grams of creatine. Said this in 2 videos ago. I like when companies put some creatine in here because I'm not really supplementing creatine right now outside of my pre-workout. So if there's no creatine, I'm not taking any creatine. And it's one of the most researched supplements out there that has shown results. So I don't know why creatine is not in there. It's probably because of some stomach issues and then bloating. Obviously, a lot of people don't want to deal with that. So moving right along, we have 2 grams of taurine. I've talked a lot about taurine on the channel. That's a great dose. 750 milligrams of L-tyrosine, 500 milligrams of choline bitartrate, 350 milligrams of caffeine. That is active caffeine. And I like when companies kind of break this down and they kind of tell me what sort of caffeine or what sort of citrulline or how it's broken down and how that's being delivered to me. So in this case, we're getting CAF2 citrate, 50.2%, yielding 200 milligrams. And then the other 150 is coming from caffeine anhydrous, which is kind of a standard caffeine that we see in a lot of pre-workouts and fat burners. So 350 milligrams, this is the highest one I've taken so far on a review. This is not the most I've ever taken in my life, but pretty excited for this one. I'm definitely gonna have some energy. Moving right along, we have 50 milligrams of theacrine and 5 milligrams of bioperine fruit extract. And last up, we have 1.5 grams of wolfsine, okay? So as we do on this channel, we are gonna follow the directions on the back. We're gonna follow how much water to do. So it recommends 8 to 12 ounces. I'm gonna do right in the middle, 10 ounces of water here. We want the fruit candy flavor. So let's go ahead and open this up. All right, right off the bat, that thing is powdering up here, some dust. Now, what's really interesting here is it is a white powder. I'm gonna show you guys. Yeah, you can kind of see it powdering there. And the scoop is really interesting, kind of a really cool scoop here, guys. It basically has both the scoop, bring this kind of up, basically has the scoop, and then it has a flipper that you can put on top to get it into like a little water bottle, which is always nice. I always appreciate that. This does recommend that you shake up your supplements after every use. So I think that's something you should just do in general. That's not anything new here. We're gonna take one scoop. It definitely smells pretty coconutty right off the top. And as you guys know, I'm not a huge fan of coconut, but let's get right into number 3, taste. Okay, so in terms of mixability, I give this a really high rating because there's just a little bit of some sediment on the bottom, but mixability looks really good. Let's get right into the taste test here. Okay, so this is, like I said, the fruit candy version. There's some candies on here. And honestly, you guys remember these candies here? When you were a kid, you remember those? They were like in the little quarter slot thing, and you kind of bite into them, they're kind of chewy. I would say it tastes just like those candies. I'll put it up on the screen, you guys can check that out. But it's very like orangey, it's very citrusy, but light. It's not like a full-on orange juice. It's like orange, pineapple, mango, maybe some tropical flavors in here. And then there's just kind of a slight little like sour patch kind of flavor at the end. Kind of an acidic kind of flavor is kind of how I can describe it. But overall, this tastes really good. Yeah, I don't taste really much of the coconut here like I initially thought there would be, but there's definitely a lot of flavors going on in here. They definitely developed the flavor, and I'm sure they went through plenty of iterations of it, which is kind of cool. I appreciate when companies do that. They take the time to really go into the flavoring. I mean, like I said, guys, I'm the kind of person that I'm literally slam this by the end of the video. I'm not here to like sip on this all day like a BCAA or a hydration kind of product. But I do appreciate when things taste good, as we all probably do. And so in terms of taste, I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5. It tastes really, really good. Nothing's really overpowering. It's not like anything tastes really bad. I think it tastes really good. We're gonna head downstairs. We got legs today. We'll come back with my final thoughts here in a few minutes. All right, guys, just finished up that workout, taking the Nutrex Outlift Amped pre-workout. And let me tell you, I did a 15, 16 minute warm up on the Stairmaster. That's what I typically do with legs. I like to get my legs and my hips moving. Worked right into a leg press, felt very focused, did not get any beta alanine tingles, which is kind of weird with that 3.2 grams of beta alanine. Usually I always kind of feel it, but I didn't feel it today, which is not a problem. I did get some serious focus. I'm still feeling that focus right now. Talking really fast, I can kind of feel it. I'm a little jittery, nothing like shaking, but I do feel that 350 milligrams of caffeine, which I like. That's not a bad thing. Moving into my second movement though, I did start to feel a little bit of some nausea, a little bit of some lightheadedness, and I don't know if it's from the bioperine. It kind of tasted like that black pepper kind of extract kind of right here in my throat. It didn't take away from the workout, but I did have to kind of extend my rest times on that movement, and actually both movements, the leg curl and leg extension. But overall, I was able to push through, worked into some dumbbell Romanian deadlifts, and overall, I would say the workout was really good. I ended up finishing up with some jump squats and just kind of get my heart rate up and kind of finish out that way. Now, typically my leg workouts are well over an hour. It just takes me longer for recovery. Today I wanted to keep it under 50 minutes. That's what I've been trying to do all week, and as I try to get back into the gym more consistently. So overall, the workout was really good. In terms of effectiveness, the label, I'm still gonna give this a 3 out of 5 just because I did run into those issues. Now, that is subjective, guys. That can be my own body just reacting differently to some of the ingredients in here, and you guys may not deal with any of these issues. The other thing is I do work out fasted, okay? Every review that I've done, it's always fasted. I rarely ever eat in the morning when I'm here at home. And so obviously all these ingredients, all these actives in here can play a role into how I'm gonna feel. And so I wanna disclaim that I'm giving it a lower rating in terms of the effectiveness just because I ran into my own issues, but that doesn't mean that necessarily you will as well. So, and that's with really anything here. The price is subjective, the taste is gonna be subjective. It's all just my opinion. So just remember that, guys, with any review, it's always an educated opinion on the product. And so, tomorrow I may take this and I feel fine and I feel great. It could have been something I ate last night, who knows? But overall, guys, I would recommend this pre-workout. I think it is a little bit expensive. There is a 30 serving tub that I did find on Amazon. I think it's around $44.99, which, again, that's a little expensive. Not terrible. I do feel like I like the 350 milligrams of caffeine in this, and that's what a lot of people are kind of looking for, is that stim, because you feel it and it's working. The mind-muscle connection was solid today, so overall I would say go check it out, or get a sample of it and give it a try. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe and bell for those notifications, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.